Alright though, man. What's cracking? This session in progress. I got my boy John in this bitch. What's happening?
What's up, y'all?
Man, what's happening, family? You good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
What you got going today?
Nothing chilling. It's honored to be here today.
Man, appreciate it. Man, shit. Man, it's smoking on good gas, ain't it, man? What the papers?
It's just a leaf in the paper.
A leaf in the paper?
Yeah, in the raw paper. I guess today's our session. So
yeah. What you got to say, man?
The
Shit,
topic
tell people about yourself. Man, tell nigga.
It's nice to meet y'all. John from Memphis. I've known this man for more than 10 years now.
What you talking about?
I'm Chef John. Most of y'all know me. I cook. Been a chef about 15, 16 years. I just turned 29, so kind of late for the birthday session, but we in session, so it's all right. I'm still glad to be here. None today. Just wanted to come by and really just do some viewpoints on like our generation. Like, I ain't trying to make it seem like it's just an important thing or something. I just want to talk about the viewpoints of what our generation, like, what is like the generational difference. You feel me? Growing up, being the last group of that, we feel, as the 95 babies, we feel we the last little wrecking crew of that, because if you round up, you don't make the cut.
Yo.
But it's just the difference in growing up as a kid. I feel the viewpoints from our parents, like how they was raised, how they raised us, and the change, like the drastic change, and how everything has been,
So you talking about like how we were raised versus how like what they call the Gen Zs was raised?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, speak on that.
So like, as we know, some of us raised old school. We was believed to be raised in 2-parent home. Your parents meet each other, they fell in love, they yada yada. You were born, and now it's the story of how you were to be envisioned of doing these things, growing up. So I feel like for us, it was more so a different type of pressure than the kids, nowadays.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is, like, some of our parents stressed more things back in the day, but now you see more parents like relaxed and more chilled and, not so this and that. But I feel like some of those things that we had growing up, I feel like they should have got.
Like what?
Paddling. They took paddling out of school. Okay. One.
No cap. Hold on. They took paddling out of school like in the 6th grade. So that was like 05. Because I never got paddle when I got here. Because it was out of school by the time I got here.
But think about it. You heard you said, right? 6th grade. So before them 6th grades, you feel me? You was getting your ass towed up if you was one of them kids. You feel me? If you was misbehaving, you was doing this, you weren't following the rules, it was no send you to detention. You feel me? It was no you going to sit in timeout, my nigga. The gym teacher, the big gym teacher, everybody knows, walking around with a big wooden paddle.
And this Memphis City schools.
You feel me? With a wooden paddle, ready to spank somebody. Right. I mean, ain't no problem with it because it's just the disciplinary, ways of how you had to get people to fall in line or whatever the case may be.
Now, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think it's better that the parents now, the new generation of parents, aren't whooping their kids how we got whooped and stuff? Because a lot of people will say, my mama whooped me for anything. My mama whooped me for, anything, coming home, this, do that. And a lot of the things was reasonable reasons to get your ass whooped, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, like, some people will say, I ain't even needed to get a whooping for that. They just was whooping motherfuckers for anything back then. And a lot of kids, when they grow up, I ain't gonna whoop my kids how my mama and daddy whooped me and shit. So do you think it's better that they whooping them like that now? Or they not whooping them like that now? How they was back then?
I feel like I don't know, because I'm a, me, I'm a laid back dude. I'm chilled. Everybody who know me, I ain't passive aggressive. I ain't this and that. I rather just sit back and observe both sides. Get the whole thing. growing up as a kid, you know, I kind of understand what we saying we would get whooped for anything. You feel me? You literally would. But as you get older, you kind of see sometimes more people that had that structure is thankful for that. You feel me? Like some people that had that more discipline sometimes are more happy that they was raised like that because it got them in line to some of the little mess that you feel me that was doing. But I don't know. It's different because nowadays you see all these videos of kids like talking back. You feel me? Kids like yelling in the stores, like all type of crazy stuff. Like kids, little kids. You feel me? In Chirac, man, I'm talking about talking bad to police, like in a position of in custody of police, waiting on his parents talking bad. So I mean, I don't know. To each his own, because some people feel like, you know, oh, you can't touch my baby, you can't whoop my baby. Well, their village that you was raised in, where everybody was entitled to discipline you at the right sense, not just because you was in here talking bad, you got your pants sagging, something like that. You feel me? Because looks can be, you feel me, very, you know, misunderstanding.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I sometimes feel like I work security. I feel like sometimes when I'm in my little security coats or whatever, regardless of that, because of my skin tone or whatever, you feel me, I could be looked at as maybe he not here on it. I got a whole company on my chest that's a franchise. For what reason do I have to do anything other than my job?
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you could just be getting off work. You could just be wearing dark clothes. You could be going somewhere in a normal area where you know people.
Yeah.
People feel incriminated. People feel, you feel me, scared because of the way you look.
Yeah, a lot of people will feel scared because of how a person will look or how they dress. You know, nowadays, the way you dress is a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, when the COVID started, then we had to wear masks.
Yeah.
And the shiesty took over.
Yeah.
You feel me? And shit. And, like,
the shiesties would stay.
The shiesties, as a motherfucker, they took over. And you'll see a lot of people, man, they'll just be wearing them just because it's a style and it's a fashion.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that'll make a lot of other people uncomfortable because they'll think they're thugs, criminals, gangsters, gangbangers, or whatever, you feel me? But a motherfucker could really just be a regular, average civilian. It's just a style.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I understand what you're saying when you talking about you can wear the wrong clothes or anything, or just look a certain type of way and people will feel intimidated.
Yeah. But to answer that question, I just say, I don't know. It's a here and there because, like, I feel like some of these kids nowadays do need their ass whooped. Like, do need their ass whooped. You feel me? Like, hold on. Let me say that for the people in the back. You need to whoop your kids, okay? You need to give your baby a Madea whooping type shit. Like, you need to sit his ass down on the couch and he say something and whap, just smack his ass. Don't even give him reason. And he say something else, you smack his ass again until he shut up. Okay? But some of y'all can't do that because I know we not raised, it's not a time of which that is the way to raise your kid because look, anybody can look at that and see that as, you know, child abuse. Anybody can say that, you feel me? So that's why I say it's just a generational change. That's the advancement of technology, advancement of everything.
That's what I was just about to say. Do you think it's technology's fault for that shit? Because now anybody can see what you're doing. Because back in the day, it wasn't no phones like that to record your mama when she smacked your ass. Like, hey, don't touch nothing in this stove. You touch something, I'm gonna beat your ass. You feel me? It wasn't no phones to record that now.
Yeah.
Now, if a parent is raising their kid like that, you touch something in the stove, I'm gonna beat your ass. Somebody's recording it with a phone. Look at this. She's yelling at this kid. She's telling them she's gonna beat their ass if they touch anything. It's a kid. They're gonna touch something. You can't just do all that.
Me Too movement.
Hey, elaborate on that.
Elaborate on it?
Yeah.
Me too. All right, but anyway, that's where they come about the 2 cents. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Putting your 2 cents in. Some people, regardless of what it is, feel entitled to put their 2 cents in. You know, We watch. It's crazy nowadays. You can turn on the TV, or you can buy cable with your internet provider and not watch TV at all. But you'll find more people tuning in to the streaming services where they got number drama, number BS. It ain't no facts. It's all entertainment. Like, this ain't me bashing none of the shows, you feel me, that we watch, because I ain't gonna lie, boy, 50 Cent, a genius. A genius. That man a genius. He
ain't got everything.
That man stopped rapping, started acting. Stopped acting / started writing. Being a producer.
Yeah.
And now, when you see the behind the scenes little bloopers of most of the people that say they see 50, it's all about his money.
Mm-hmm. My boy.
But guess what?
True hustler.
That man a genius, bro. Bro. Tyreek Saint. That's all I'm gonna say. Tyreek Saint.
Who you? They always be having this debate and stuff about the shit. Who you feel is the better entrepreneur, drug dealer, Walter Wham? Tyreek or BMF? What's his name? Meech. Yeah, BMF Meech. Who you feel the bigger drug dealer, better mastermind?
Structure wise, complete structure wise, I'm gonna go with my boy Tyreek. Structure wise,
and I want you to explain that, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got the exact opposite answer of you.
I mean, no, I'm a 50-50 guy, because I ain't gonna lie. I mess with how Meech and them stood on family, stood on loyalty, and stood about getting that paper. That's all it was. If you wasn't about it, if you weren't with them when you said you was, that was it. Now, granted, a lot of stuff happened. You feel me? A lot of crazy stuff happened. But you feel me? We watched it. We witnessed it. So, yeah. I feel, Big Meech them on, you feel me, the side of aspect of how his structure was. I just respect the way both of them folks' structure was. Because think about it. Tyreek had a right-hand man that was Caucasian. And when I tell you my boy was invited to every barbecue we would have. My boy was invited. That was, what's the movie? That was Rick. That was White Boy Rick.
Yeah.
My boy was White Boy Rick.
You can't compare him to White Boy Rick, because White Boy Rick was a snitch. Hey, you got to speak facts. He was a snitch. If you watch the movie, that nigga was working for the police.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. It is, in his own way, he held his own to be loyal. In
a couple of days, when Tyreek was about to die, he did come in. I ain't busting at them folks, so I mean, I give him that. Yeah. He was solid. Don't get me wrong. But the reason I say Meech and them, one, is because of the time frame they was in. Yeah. They were in like the fucking 80s and 90s. You feel me? Yeah. You doing all this in the 80s and 90s with no technology, no phones, none of that. But you still managing to move all this work. You still managing to make your business this goddamn big. I seen a documentary on Meech. They said this man took like 40 rappers, 40, 50 hoes to a fucking island and just had them on a big ass jet and just was turned up. Just enjoyed this. Jeezy and all the folks just was turned. Like, this was a daily occurring thing, man. Tyreek ain't doing shit like that. Yeah, true. That nigga was barely able to get his mom out of jail.
That was a different type of money.
Oh, God, that's a different type of money. That structure was a motherfucker. If I had to compare anybody to... nigga, you good?
Yeah, just down a little bit. I warned y'all.
Good gas. But if I had to compare anybody against somebody, I would say Meech, and I would put him against Franklin from Snowfall. I wouldn't put him against Tyreek, because my cousin ain't fucking with him.
Yeah, that's a totally different.
He ain't fucking with him. Then them folks was in around the same time frame too. So, man, them folks.
I ain't lie, boy. Franklin mama made everybody mad.
Man, fuck her, bro.
Franklin mama made everybody say, hey, you know what? That's some goddamn. That's why 50 Cent wrote Rock Off to be the way she was. You know what? That's what they did. That was some internal hurt that you did to all of us black childish brothers. How could you? Your baby was right. You couldn't give him 30 seconds? 30 more seconds. I'm talking about off him. I don't behead him. Broad daylight. New Jack City, pull up on a nigga, blow his brains out in broad daylight. You feel me? New Jack City, I don't care. Have him walking down the street with a shotgun to his face. We wouldn't have cared. We just needed 30 more seconds.
30 more fucking seconds, bro. And the thing I really just thought about it, like, man, when I watched it, I always was like, all right, let me look at it from both perspectives, because my nigga was wilding.
Yeah, he was.
He was wilding. But
he did it. He fed everybody.
He did. But this is what I didn't like, bro. Teddy did the most racist shit. I'm just gonna say racist. Fuck that.
Yeah.
The most racist and entitled shit ever.
Yeah.
He took the money and told that man, this never was your money to begin with. It was for America. That's what he told him. But what he do? He tried to take the money and go fuck off with the Puerto Rican bitch. But it's for America, right? No, bro, that's some entitled ass shit. Nigga talking about this my money. Bro, nigga, you ain't the nigga that supplied the coke. Nigga, you ain't the one. This was America's doing. Nigga, you just was a soldier, really. You just was a high-ranking soldier, but you really just was another motherfucking soldier, G. And that man took that man money on some racist and entitled ass shit and tried to run off with the Mexican bitch.
When I tell you, I feel like Franklin should have immediately had that moment where he had the Boondocks moment. Like, I hope you get to the point to where you start making your clips and you just put like the little pop-up bubble of the clip and it's like the Boondocks phrase. Yeah. It's like it plays. Yeah, like, boy, I would have had the most Boondocks moment on that man in my life. And I tell you, that man would have had to use a gun to get me up off him. I'm sorry. Bro, you just took my money. Then you just told me, oh, it was never your money. So you mean to tell me I went to jail? I got shot. I lost my money. I had to go and work for other people. I had to go and make side deals. I had to start over. I had to rebuild it. I had to find another lady because my lady that I knew my whole entire life shot me.
In the back.
And I almost died.
The nigga had to learn how to walk again.
Start over. So you mean to tell me, my boy, I didn't hit the goddamn Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the old joint switch where you push it and reset the goddamn game 4 times. And you mean to tell me I make it out of all this and you tell me, my nigga, this money is for America? It wasn't my... Boy.
But the thing is, G, that's why I'm saying that nigga was racist and that nigga was entitled. How the fuck you gonna say it's for America and you try to take it?
Boy.
Nigga, you try to take the money to run off with the Mexican bitch.
I would have goddamn tombstone that nigga. I would have did so much... Nigga, I would have lost all sense of humanity on myself.
That's why I said,
boy,
bruh, everybody did this nigga wrong. I could point out, I can understand that nigga did a lot of people wrong, but everybody did him wrong. You feel me? Everybody. And his mama, to me, is the equivalent of that lady from Good Times mama. Them motherfuckers evil. For real, bruh. They were self-entitled and for self. It wasn't for none of that. They had claimed to be all good and all that shit, but they were only really for self, bro. Like, for real. That's how I said her. I compare her to the lady from Good Times, the mama. Because when all of it came into fruition, when that nigga then bought all you, got you to, what did he do? We bought her real estate agent shit. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Got him out the hood. Man, helped the daddy get off liquor. And what this nigga do? He gonna fuck him over too. And when he about to get his money, you so for self that you killed a nigga because he killed your husband. You couldn't hold it for 1 more second. And then Leon a bitch too. Leon a bitch talking about some she wouldn't want you to have that money. I wouldn't want to disrespect. Nigga, fuck her. Nigga, you better give me some motherfucking money. You my dog, nigga. You wouldn't even have this shit. Man, hey, I'm done. Let's get off this subject, bro. Let's get off, cuz.
Right. Hold on. We just completely hopped off the generation journey with the TV show.
Oh, God, man. But this shit crazy.
But yeah, all right. So.
Nah, I got something I want to ask you. My bad.
Yeah.
So,
what's up?
How is your perspective on life different from what it was when you were a child? Because me, I thought I was going to be rich by 25. I was 100% sure I was going to be rich by 25. Nigga couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm in school. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to figure out a way to get rich by 25, man. This shit, 25 hit. Nigga like, damn.
Yeah. This is,
damn.
Man, you know what? This goes against something that I was telling myself. And this was, a lot of people that know me know I had this goal. I wanted to be retired and having a functional business by the age of 35. That was my goal. That was the standard I put for myself ever since I was like figured out what I wanted to be, everything. But as I got older now, you know, COVID hit. And people don't understand that I feel like it's a man-made thing. I feel like COVID, yeah, it was airborne, it was all these things. But guess what? If you notice over the course of time, this is facts. This is not me just speaking out of my opinion, my hiatus or whatever. Over the course of time, in every century of life, period of life, time frame of life, some great disease has came along, apparently, right? I ain't no scientist or nothing. You know, I'm not the best in science. I'm not sitting here. We ain't gonna go all technical, you know, the little crazy dude face up in the joint. Nah. Over the course of time, as far as technology has progressed, you notice that diseases have increased or more diseases have popped up. Why? Because everybody feel like it's a cure. It's this, is that. It can kill off people. Yeah, you can make a plague, you can make a virus, and it spread. It can kill people. Yeah, you can do that. But do we have that knowledge there? Nah, we don't. I feel like COVID opened a lot of windows for a lot of things, not just the work aspect, not just the growing up aspect, because some people look at COVID and be like, well, COVID shut down a lot of jobs and then I had to figure out. Nah, COVID opened the door to show us that you got a career, right? Yep. Let's say your career, what is a career that's done? You go construction, man. You've been working for this construction company. It's not me bashing nobody who work for construction companies because, as I say, growing up was different. During their time, it probably was you find a job, you stick with a job, you get all their benefits as long as you can, then you retire from the job so you can have money to keep flowing as you retire. Maybe that's how things was. But the dollar, the currency, and everything has increased the value of that. So now, let's say, for instance, you know, because some of us games, some of us nerds, you know, some of us people who respect some things. Like, for those of y'all who play old school games like Red Dead Redemption, back in the day, you seen a giant had a gun on a video game, probably for a cheap price, right? You see modern day, that same evolutionized or grown up version of the gun is made, and it's more money because the currency and everything went up because of all these things. So I feel like that ties into it too, because our parents and they parents was raised on, it's not as much money. You know, you'll get a job that's like $5-6, and you got to work that job for hours on end just to make a living, you know, to support your family. Yep. Nowadays, you get these jobs 15, 16, 17, 20, 25, 30, you feel me? You get these jobs out here, some jobs paying it, you feel me? And they, okay, well, cool, I can work and do this and chill, and they sit because the dollar or whatever, the dollar amount matters. COVID showed us that some of us, a lot of people that's entrepreneurs now, a lot of people that have small businesses, doing things on their own or just trying to make their best dollar, you feel me? A lot of us were shown during COVID I can use these everyday skills. I've been working this job for 5 or 6 months that I am perfected to go and do my own thing with.
Mm-hmm.
And that showed, we got the power. Okay, jobs need me. I don't need you, because guess what? If a job is this, I can be the next biggest thing that pop off, and that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasts have grown more. Individual streamers, like independent streamers, music have grown more. You see more people doing more things, you feel me, on their own, and they having way more success than ever working for a company. So that's a part of the generational change.
I understand what you're saying. You saying like the older folks will want you to get a job, stay with the job, and be like, man, nah, you got a good job, just keep that job, work, you're gonna get a pension, you're gonna get a 401k and all that stuff.
But ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing's wrong with it.
Nothing.
But this newer generations, millennials and Gen Z, is what the older folks will try to say, don't want to work.
Yeah.
But they don't want to work because there are different ways and different jobs that are way more profitable than the regular older jobs that y'all was used to.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel what you're saying.
But like I said, don't take that the wrong way. This ain't me siding with nobody. This is just,
I'm just talking.
Yeah, and I tell people, like, don't ever feel like I'm saying something for this or that. Nah, bro, I'm a pretty neutral person. I'd like to gain more knowledge. Or I like to have conversations with people when I don't know something, because guess what? You can tell me something that I don't know and teach me to have a better or different perspective on it.
I feel you.
And that's just me. I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm going against you. You feel me? Sometimes if I generally have an unknowledgeable point or anything, I don't know. So I can't sit up here and be like, oh, well, yeah. I'm stating from my eyes, because that's how I see it.
I get you. So, my God, man, I ain't gonna lie. Man, talking to you, and we ain't talking a little minute. We known each other for a little minute.
Man,
but we
wow.
ain't talking a little minute.
I mean, that's how life go.
But knowing you, bro, I can see, bro, you done grown and you matured and you actually coming to one with self to understand self-knowledge and just understand yourself and just understand the world around you and stuff. And you going to keep growing and you going to keep knowing. Because I remember when we was in school, because all we were doing was fucking bitches and just guys that having fun. But how did that change come? Because the giant I know, because we done fucked some of the same hoes. We done ran through some bitches. We did. How did that giant go from this giant? Like, how did it look? College, young man giant turn to grown man giant. What made the dramatic shift?
Man, life. Like, I can't. Yeah, and some of y'all that know me always say, what is it about John that's different? What is this and that? It's, bro, I've learned that I have a natural warm energy of myself, you feel me, to where it's not to disrespect nobody, but I'm not judgmental. Like, I see you for you. Like, I support the LGBTQ community because guess what? I have a sister that's involved in it. You feel me? I have family members involved in it. I have friends that's involved in it. I'm not against those people. Like, people, I feel like some people are so stuck in their old ways of that living to where, be honest, bro, and not to get like all biblical or whatever, but if you believe in a higher power and you actually understand the work of which it's said to do, it's said to go amongst those that's the sinners, the problem or whatever, and learn to walk with them into the light. You feel me? That's the work we're supposed to do. So I'm not going to go into nobody's house, den, whatever, comfortability, whatever it is that you welcome me to, and be like, oh, hey, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. Nah, because I accept you for who you are. Whether we ain't gonna say it, I don't want to say it live because a lot of people always get bashed. A lot of people get turned into memes. A lot of people get turned to the wrong things. And I don't want that image painted of myself because, you visually see me. Like, my voice matches, I match who I am. What made me grow up is, like, realizing it. Like, bro, I can't be judgmental to so many people, you feel me, if I want you to view me in a good light. If I want you to understand who I am, you feel me, it's not my point to sit there and be like, nah, I don't do that. Bro, I got to interact with you. I got to have my own perception, my own understanding, my own everything of you to give you my opinion of you. I'm not gonna listen to what somebody else say about you and then not go see what it's about. Sometimes you can see it. You can resonate the energy, bro. If you're in touch with inner self, energies, whatever those things are, you feel me? However you want to look at it. If you learn how to understand people, you can see a bad apple from a mile away. You ain't got to approach that bad apple and be like, oh, okay, you good, you feel me? Because sometimes that bad apple can corrupt your good energy. Whether it's a little period of time, whether it's a long period of time, whether it's just a day, whether it's just, you feel me, years.
Yeah.
Like, more people, I feel, of our generation and of our age need to learn how to get more self-in tune with that instead of looking so deep into how you look or how you this or that. Because guess what? They're the same person they was, whether they went through the transformation or not. Betty is still Ben on the inside. Fact is, Ben been Betty his whole life. He just didn't know how to go through it to succeed with showing you that he wanted to be Betty. And once he get to that point of showing you Betty, you mad at Ben. Stop being mad at Ben. You mad at Ben for telling you that Ben been Betty his whole life, and he figured it out one day that he was Betty. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad. You are you. As long as you know that I'm me, I love what I love, I ain't got no issue with you. You feel me? Bro, you can love walls for all I care. I don't, you feel me? You can be fascinated with pictures or whatever it is. I accept you for you. Yeah. Just accept me for me. I ain't gon'. And that's where a lot of people mess up. That's what I feel changed me to be older. You know, like younger me was so this and it, but also it's just part of being young, bro.
Yeah.
It was part of it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like regardless of however you see it or looked at it.
You just grew up.
Yeah. You mature over time. Like people can have this idea of you and always think this thing of you.
Yeah.
But have you ever sat down and talked to that person? Instead of you, some of you all who see me, like, I know this gonna be my little shared video or whatever. I want this to be, part of it or a clip of it. If you've seen or heard about me and you have this perception of me, but you've never spoken to me, you've never talked to me, you've never interacted with me, and you don't know me, why do you think that? But better yet, why not come ask? So I can answer it for you.
Hey, facts. That nigga speaking. He's speaking. Nah.
I ain't gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get upset. I ain't gotta be hostile towards people, bro. If you got this, just ask me. Bro, we grown. Like, I'm finna turn the curve of 30. You feel me? I got one more year. We don't have time for it. You feel me? It's our turn to teach the next generation to be better versions of themselves before they mess up. Some of these, we got a lot of souls out here gone. We got a lot of young kids out here lost. You feel me? Locked up, doing this and that. You feel me? Crazy stuff. And we know they could be better kids. Why? Because guess what? We were taught from the older generation before us, hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do that. Not just to show us or be mean to us, bro. It was to teach us. So guess what? Those traditions, those stories that ancient times tell us about, we can continue to pass those on and teach. You feel me?
That's what's up, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
You feel me?
That's a motivational ass shit,
bro. It takes a village still.
Yeah.
To this day. I'm part of your village.
Yeah.
Whether you want me to be, whether you don't want to be. If you don't want me to be, tell me. You feel me? I'm gonna leave. I ain't gonna I'm not finna give you this good energy.
Yeah.
You don't deserve that.
Basically what you saying, bro, you just telling everybody you just want peace.
Yeah. I mean, but honestly, if we don't start with trying to figure out what the problem is or figuring out how to get peace, how you gonna get there?
I feel you. So, I'm gonna say this, man, before we wrap this up, man. It was good talking to you, bro.
Of course.
Man, it was good seeing you. Real talk.
Hell yeah.
It's 2024, bro.
Man.
What you want to tell the people, the last words of this jump, man? What you want to tell the people? What you want them to know?
fix those things or problems with some of the people that you love or that's close to you, regardless of those situations, because you never know what the next day may bring.
Damn, that boy be speaking.
Yep.
Say, hey, my boy. Hey, tell them folks your Instagram.
You know what? What's
folks
crazy?
Facebook.
Instagram got deleted, but
Damn.
my Instagram got hacked, bruh. All my work, all my college work, every picture, everything is gone.
Damn.
But I screenshotted them. I'm gonna try to find a way to get them back, or some way. But y'all follow me or add me. You know, however y'all want to do it. My name John MOG Johnson. It's not a gang. It was Man of God. I made it. You know, back in high school, like when I first made my Facebook, it was John Man of God Johnson. That's what the MOG stand for in my middle. You know, most people think like some people be game. Like one person text me, bro, and was like, "You MOG?" I was like, "Hold on, what? Are you?" I was like, and it was a female. And she was like, "You know what they mean?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "They mean Man of God for me." I was like, "You know, I'm a Christian. I don't know what you talking about." I said, "But what it mean for you?" I don't know what it said, bro. It was way back, like back in high school.
Yeah.
When I first made it though. But that's why I tell folks, like I made a post about it and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it was because I'm a Christian guy. I got a lot of Christian friends. You know, I'm in church big right now. Like, I'm still in church. You feel me? I still go to church. I still believe in the Lord. The church isn't a building. It's the people.
On that note, man, we out. Appreciate it, brother.
Of course.